How much did your last doctor bill cost? What high-risk health issues did you and your doctor discuss during your last visit? What was the immediate fix that you and your doctor talked about that would alleviate the issues at your last appointment? Studies have shown eating the prescribed daily amounts of fruits and vegetables, coupled with a healthy exercise routine, can and will improve the quality of your life. As a self-professed junk food lover myself, I can tell you that eating poorly can and will have an adverse reaction on your health. Currently, I'm being seen by a doctor for high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and in the last year or two I've had a significant weight gain, and I attribute this all to my poor eating habits and eating out and all that I've done in the last couple of years, and quite honestly continue to do today. And who knows what else will manifest in the year or two to come, or 5 years or 10 years, as a result of the issues that I'm making at this time. Alright, so for this speech today, I looked up the USDA guidelines for the prescribed amount of food that individuals are supposed to eat on a daily basis. Alright, this website is choosemyplate.gov, and on there it prescribes the amount of food that you're supposed to eat daily for individuals that have less than 30 minutes a day of exercise. I took a 35-year-old male and a 35-year-old female, and then I did a children group of ranging from 2 years old to 8 years old. So a 35-year-old male, it says you're supposed to have 2 cups of fruit, 3 cups of vegetables, 7 ounces of grains, 6 ounces of protein, and 3 cups of dairy. Where a 35-year-old female would have 1.5 cups of fruit, 2.5 cups of veggies, 6 ounces of grains, 5 ounces of proteins, and 3 cups of dairy. The children 2 to 8 years old will have 1 to 1.5 cups of fruits, 1 and 1.5 cups of veggies, 3 to 5 ounces of grains, 2 to 4 ounces of proteins, and 2 to 2.5 cups of dairy. And so obviously these are the USDA prescribed amounts. If you have any kind of medical issue that stops you from eating any of the food groups, then obviously this will not apply to you as much so as it would to somebody that can eat pretty much anything they want. So I would urge you to just make sure you work in conjunction with your doctor's recommendations on what you should and should not eat to have the healthy lifestyle. So as I said, some people can't eat certain kind of foods, so that's where you come in with different kinds of diets, like a paleo diet or an Atkins diet or an elimination diet. Obviously those kind of things don't fit into the USDA prescribed amounts, and there again you would have to consult with somebody that you trusted, perhaps a doctor or personal trainer, whoever that is that you trust, to help you with your health and your food intake, and just work with them on your limitations and what works with the amount of food that you should be eating per day. I would like to go more in depth on those certain diets, but unfortunately with the time we have today, I can't go into it as much as I would like to. So now that I've gone from the prescribed amounts of food you're supposed to eat a day, I want to transition to a study that I found on WebMD. And in this study, what I did is I went on WebMD, I searched for life expectancy and healthy eating, and it popped up this story that I thought was interesting, where the people of Okinawa in Japan have a life expectancy of 81 years old. And this is much older than most people in the world, and they attribute that to mainly their diet. They stay away from saturated fats. They eat a lot of fruits, veggies, whole grains, nuts, and believe it or not, dark chocolate. Okay, I'm not much of a fan of dark chocolate, but I can hang with the rest of them. But I recently took a trip to Tokyo, and I saw this firsthand. I saw eating there, I saw their diet, their fish, their lean meats, the fruits, nuts, seeds. I also saw, what didn't really mention in the report, is a lot of exercise. They just lead a very active life. So wherever they go, they're either walking or biking once they get off the train to wherever they got to go, whether it's work or to the shop, to grocery shop, do whatever they have to do. They're always walking and they're always moving. So with the good diet that they have, in conjunction with always moving, always keeping their body going, always exercising, I would conclude that that is the reason why their life expectancy is so high. So WebMD also went on to outline different foods that you could eat that would improve heart health, vital brain function, and also strong bones. So if anything I've said today has kind of piqued your interest and you'd like to say, hey, I want a vital brain function, I'm going to go on. You can go on to WebMD and it can kind of break down the foods that you should eat to help your brain function better. Same thing with your heart, cholesterol, it's all on there. So I just urge you to do some research and to figure all that out. Today I've talked about the USDA prescribed amount of fruits and vegetables that should be in your daily diet, and some examples of how your diet can and will affect your life expectancy. Diet and exercise are crucial to our healthy living. A poor diet will result in a lower life expectancy. If you take steps to improve your diet and exercise routine, you can improve the quality of your life and possibly extend it at the same time. So in my mind, why wouldn't anybody want to do it? But that's also easier said than done, and I'm living proof of that. I thank you for your time, and I hope you enjoyed my speech. Have a good night.